all of the money, all of the time, all of the preparation spent going into these awards, the biggest thing everyone's talking about this morning is a selfie, a single tweet.
So let's take a look at the selfie because, of course, Ellen DeGeneres took home the award for biggest social media move. The hilarious host set a new record for most tweeted tweet with a star-studded selfie. You can see her setting up during the live broadcast here. It included A-list actors Meryl Streep, Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, Kevin Spacey, Bradley Cooper. They actually took the pose. Look at this. I mean, it's unbelievable.
So here's the stats on this photo. The picture had already been shared more than 1 million times before the broadcast was even over, before they even handed out the best film award, and now has well over 2 million retweets. That is the most retweeted tweet of all time. The previous record was held by President Obama, that photo of him with Michelle Obama, the First Lady, the night that he was reelected that said 4 more years. That didn't even crack the million mark, though. That only had 775,000 retweets.
I think why everybody likes this so much, not only because everybody, of course, is smiling, but also because, you know, these celebrities sometimes seem a little unattainable, a little extra human, and nothing but a selfie to make them seem like normal people. Very beautiful normal people.
Yeah, a selfie full of all A-list former Oscar winners themselves, but great selfie. Of course, you can go on to Ellen DeGeneres' Twitter account to see that, or pretty much anyone else's, because at this point, we've all retweeted it.
Exactly.
And now from who tweeted it to who wore what, we're getting down to the fashion of the evening. We know who walked away with the trophies, but who got top honors in the fashion court category. And we're once again joined by fashion expert Erin Habes, fashion editor for Buffalo Spree magazine, here to help us break down the top trends from last night's award show. You may notice that Erin is wearing a beautiful turquoise blue jacket.
Yes, this is my Lupita blue.
So let's go right into her.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. I think she was sort of the hero of the Oscars. I think everybody was
really
rooting for her to win. Her acceptance speech, of course, was very inspirational. But what a lot of people are talking about is how beautiful she looked.
She looked absolutely gorgeous in Prada, this powder blue chiffon gown. It just was absolutely exquisite. I mean, she just radiates beauty.
And she helped the designers design it. She called, she said it was an ode to champagne bubbles because it was a night of celebration, and also to her hometown.
I know, it was so beautiful. Like, the color was what reminded her. She grew up, you know, around water. Just beautiful.
So stunning.
Now, do you think this is a color that a lot of people are going to start wearing, or is it a color that only some people wear?
Pastels are reign supreme for me for spring. I'm absolutely obsessed, obviously. I have my vintage cape on today.
All right, so we want to move on to another leading lady. That is Jennifer Lawrence, of course. Looks stunning, but it might not be always what people are talking about. People are talking about, of course, she fell, but let's stick with the fashion.
It's a given at this point that she's going to fall.
She's just so goofy, isn't she?
But so put together at the same time.
Exactly. I mean, I loved her hair. She just looks amazing. I don't know. She's in Christian Dior again, which she always wears. A big step up from what we saw her last in that kind of sleeping bag
comforter
that you were supposed to rock, if I'm not mistaken, Matt.
I'll rock this look later.
But I mean, she looked gorgeous. It was this orangish red dress with the peplum. Beautiful. I mean, she can't go wrong, but I just wish she would, you know, could have gone a little bit.
She's concentrating on her fall and getting back up. She's more worried
I
about
feel like maybe the last dress she wore was because she anticipated falling, so she needed more like
padding
and extra.
Cate Blanchett, of course, took home the Oscar for Best Actress, and she looked gorgeous last night. Was this Armani?
Armani Privé, and we saw a lot of nude coloring, and but just exquisite. Just the beadwork on this, absolutely amazing, and her hair, for me, it was just so Hollywood glamour. It was fantastic.
This is one of those ones I would have loved to have seen in person, because if you were looking at it in live video, it looked different than if you looked at it in a picture, than if you got different angles. It had kind of 3D aspects to it. So, and I also love when the people who win show up looking like an Oscar statue.
Well, that's the thing. She looks like she belongs at such a classy event, you know, right on the red carpet. But we want to talk about another Kate. That is Kate Hudson, and from what I'm gathering, she looked like a total movie star too.
OMG. I loved her gown. She's in Versace, and it just was so, look at that. I mean, she can do no wrong.
The top part's actually a removable cape, so she walked the red carpet like this, and then when she came out to present, it was missing, and her shoulders showed, and her arms, and I missed her on the red carpet, but when she came out to present that award, it was like,
fantastic.
I'm here.
When you think of colors, you don't necessarily think of like a pale nude as
You
sultry,
don't.
but
Exactly.
this, she looks
just
amazing.
absolutely phenomenal. And it's that whole cape trend.
We'll
But we
have to
saw
invest in some
Lupita.
capes.
Remember Lupita from the Golden Globes had that gorgeous
The red Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein, and that was fantastic. So lots of like cape action going on.
Beautiful. All right, let's talk about couples now. Matt McConaughey won the award for Best Actor in a Leading Role, and he and his wife looked beautiful.
They looked absolutely exquisite. Just stars on every level.
What is her dress? Who made
Her dress was Gabrielle Camden.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's in a Dolce & Gabbana
He's in
tux.
Dolce & Gabbana, and I mean, I just love the two of them together, and again, that pastel color palette for her, and I mean, just again, with that one, shouldered cape going, like just cascading down. It was just phenomenal.
For Matthew McConaughey, he's wearing a white tux. We were seeing some other people play on different colored tux. Kevin Spacey had a navy tux. So are we seeing
So did
people...
Leo.
Oh, Leo!
But are people, having a little bit more fun with their tuxes, not that strict black attire that we're used to seeing?
Yeah, everybody's kind of tossing it up a little bit. We saw Pharrell and Lon Von in shorts, which was like,
We're going to have that in a second, but we also want to make sure we show Jared Leto.
Oh, Jared Leto.
He had a white jacket on as well, as did Ryan Seacrest. It was a big trend last night.
Exactly. Oh, Jared.
I don't even know who did his hair. His hair looks incredible.
It's a beautiful ombre to his hair. Is this working or is this working? Because to me, I don't know. I don't like the cream colored.
What, really? I just thought it was different, and I mean, he won, and he looks like a rock star. Look at him.
I was going to talk about that because we have Pharrell walking the red carpet in a tuxedo jacket with shorts. You have Jared Leto, who's also a rock star, in this kind of unconventional type of tuxedo. Do you think that when you are a musician, you're a little bit more likely to wear something a little crazier on the red carpet?
Even
with the
you can
Oscars?
push the
I don't
envelope.
foresee myself wearing short tuxedos. So let's pull up a picture of Pharrell, because I think we can all agree that he might have missed the mark on this one.
I still thought it was awesome, though. I mean, it's just, I like those elements that are going to, kind of cut you off guard, that, we're talking about it. I mean, that's what this is all about, right? But
I don't know. I think the Oscars is all about just wearing a regular tux like everyone else.
Do you think he shaved his legs for this look?
They look good.
They look so smooth.
And he also has a
At least he
tattoo
didn't
on
have his hat on, okay?
That hat
Everybody
needs
was
to
making
go.
fun of his hat when he was singing Happy, and it just, I don't know.
I don't think the Oscars would have been nearly as fun if Pharrell wasn't there. Let's just leave it at that.
So real quick, we have less than 20 seconds, but if you could say one of the trends that you think a lot of people are going to start incorporating into their everyday life, what would you think that would be after watching last night?
I think for me, it's pastels. It's perfect for spring, and it's definitely what we've seen in Fashion Week and whatnot. So I think pastels and lots of plunging V-neck line, but I don't know if you would carry that into your
everyday.
everyday.
After watching it, I think as the weather gets warmer, I think a lot of guys are going to start wearing shorts.
Shorts.
I think that's
exactly.
That was my worst thing
Hey,
when I
prom
saw
season
those
is coming
shorts.
up. We might see some shorts on some guys.
I hope we do.
Yeah,
I hope we do.
Change it up.
Always telling us what to watch for sure. Aaron Habes from Buffalo Spring will be sure to keep track with the latest trends with you all spring long. Thanks so much for being here.